Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating study that sheds light on the complex relationship between climate change and malaria in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, this isn't just about the usual suspects, it's about how climate change is reshaping the malaria landscape across the continent. So, buckle up as we explore the findings and implications of this groundbreaking research. First things first, let's talk about the big picture. Malaria, as many of you know, is a deadly infectious disease that has plagued humanity for centuries. And in sub-Saharan Africa, it's a major public health concern, especially among children. But here's the twist: climate change is now playing a significant role in its spread and impact. The question on everyone's mind is, how exactly is climate change influencing malaria in this region? Well, a recent study published in Nature has provided some much-needed clarity. The research, led by a team of scientists, takes a comprehensive look at the historical and future impact of climate change on malaria in sub-Saharan Africa. And the findings are eye-opening. The study reveals that climate change has indeed had a slight impact on malaria, but it's not just about the numbers. It's about the movement of the disease. You see, the study finds that climate change has suppressed the spread of malaria in the warm, malaria-prone areas of today. In other words, it's getting too hot for the disease to thrive in these regions. This is particularly evident in large West African nations like Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Mali, where climate change is expected to reduce cases by 5%. And in extremely hot Sahelian countries like Niger, the Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau, the disease may even be fully eliminated. But here's the catch: the opposite is true for cooler regions where malaria isn't a significant problem. In southern Africa and high-elevation East Africa, climate change is making the temperature more suitable for mosquitoes to spread malaria. This is already happening in places like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Burundi, where cases are increasing by 5%. And by 2100, the risk could skyrocket by 20% in regions like the Rift Valley and coastal southern Africa, posing new challenges for malaria control. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The study emphasizes that both climate mitigation and adaptation actions are crucial. If we can meet the 2 degrees Celsius warming threshold, we can avert a significant number of excess cases in southern Africa and the East African highlands. This means that efforts to reduce emissions and implement effective adaptation strategies are essential. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. As co-author Christopher Trezos, director of the Climate Risk Lab, points out, governments, health systems, and communities must adapt to the evolving malaria threat. This means getting ready to implement more aggressive anti-malaria programs in cooler regions of sub-Saharan Africa, which may be less experienced in tackling the disease. Inclusive economic development and global health financing are key to helping these regions confront the increased malaria rates caused by climate change. And here's the real game changer: the study highlights the opportunity for action. As co-author Colin Carlson, assistant professor of epidemiology, notes, malaria elimination within a generation is not only possible but one of the best ways to protect frontline populations from climate change impacts. This is a call to action for policymakers, scientists, and everyone in between. In conclusion, this study is a wake-up call for us all. It reminds us that climate change is not just a distant threat but a present-day challenge. It's about understanding the complex interplay between climate and disease and taking action to protect vulnerable populations. So, what's next? Well, it's up to us to continue the conversation, drive innovation, and work towards a future where malaria is no longer a threat. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.